so I'm all three. You already know how I get down.
And you got Jacory, aka Space God Ruthless.
Space God Ruthless. And I'm happy that he's on this episode with me, guys. Look at this face. Look at this face. Look at this fit. Let's give it up for the fit. I'm gonna need you to stand up because y'all check this out. Check this out. Check this out, the fit, y'all. I mean, if this is not being yourself, and you got a puffer jacket, in the wintertime, I'm messing with it.
Thank you. She always gassing me up, making my head bigger than what it already is. But yeah, this anime jacket. If you watch Naruto, and if it looks familiar to you, it's the curse mark jacket. Got it from hockey culture.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to hockey culture, man. Hit your man up. You rocking y'all stuff. Hit your man up. So, on last week of the episode of TRO, Truth, Realness, and Options, we talked about grief, and youth are often ignored when it comes to deep sorrow. We discussed the stages of grief and the different types of grief that you may have not known of, because a lot of those I did not even know of. It was like 13 of them, 13 different types of that we read up on. So make sure you go check that out on YouTube, on our YouTube page. That's TRO, Truth, Realness, and the Options, you guys. When you get there, make sure you like, share, comment, and importantly, you subscribe. Also, if you guys have it in your heart to support a community-based podcast, please donate what you can to Shreve 318. Don't forget the money sign on Cash App, Shreve 318. Y'all know $1 can go a long way, because we all been trying to make it stretch up in this recession, okay? Right. So the funds will go to new equipment to help support the life of the show. So on today's episode, we will be talking about the importance of being yourself, y'all. The importance of being yourself, and things that went on in the media today that we're going to be talking about before we dive in. But I want to remind you guys that at the end of this month, we will be celebrating the season finale with some amazing talent. 29th of this month, y'all. Like, mark your calendars, because it's going to be big. You excited?
I'm excited.
It's going to be on a Thursday. So if you guys can put that in your hearts, put that on your minds, put it on your to-do list, put it on your reminders. Tell, Alexa, tell all of them, to mark the calendars for Thursday, the 29th. That's at the end of this month. We're having the season finale of Truth, Realness, and Options is going on, y'all. We have one more episode left, and that's the season finale. It's going to be some local artists here, y'all. It's going to be some people that's not scared to be themselves, who don't need permission to be themselves. So, y'all to go ahead and check that out. So, before we dive into everything, if you guys was paying attention to the podcast, we had an episode for men's health, the men's mental health episode. We want to take the time to acknowledge dancer, producer, and DJ Boss, best known by the name of Twitch. He died Tuesday by suicide in Los Angeles. Were you a fan of his, or where do you remember him from?
I remember him from the Ellen Show, dancing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a huge fan, but I empathize with those celebrity deaths, being a fan of one of your favorite celebrities dying. It really hit me when Nipsey passed. So,
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I can just imagine how
Family and friends, people close to him,
Exactly.
And this just goes back to what you're saying about our mental health. You never know where a person feeling on the inside. A lot of people can be smiling and happy and stuff like that, but at the same time, they need somebody to talk to, or can be drowning in something. So,
Exactly.
So just always tap in with your loved ones and people you're close to, and
They feeling it. I know like the dialogue around his death was, a lot of people just, going into detail more about the whole checking on your friend. Because, we often see those posts that say, check on your strong friend, the people who, is always there for you, and a lot of people came out and was saying, you got to do more than just check in. Sometimes you may have to go to your friend's house and wash their dishes, the kids off their hands.
Right.
Another episode we talked about grief or whatever. We talked about, just a lot of mental health stuff, you guys. So I'm just gonna go into detail of what the news is saying. So Tuesday he passed away by suicide in Los Angeles, leaving the entertainment industry and his fans shaken by his loss. Boston's manner of death, they said, was ruled as a suicide by Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's coroner and was caused by a gunshot wound to the head. Boss was found dead at the Oak Tree Inn in California, in Encino, I'm pronouncing that city right, California, where he checked in on Monday after he did not check out of his management went up and checked on him. So just be looking out for that episode where we talked about it on Men's Mental Health Month. It was episode 8. So go to the YouTube page. It was episode 8, you guys, and leave your comments on that, how you guys feel about that. And also leave your comment, you guys feel about that on this episode as well, because like I said, we need to definitely be taking mental health more seriously.
Right. Especially in today's times, I've seen statistics about how mental health is more of an issue nowadays, especially anxiety and depression and stuff like that, and like how social media has like a big impact on it. So really check in with people, and see how they feeling.
Yeah, so on today's episode, we're talking about being yourself. Kind of, his death really, I'm not gonna lie, his death really put a curtain, over me. It had people talking. Mm-hmm. We had people talking, y'all, and I didn't know, I wasn't a fan of his, but, we've been talking about men's suicide for so long, and it took for, for us to really get the ball rolling on this subject, and you can really feel it in your chest.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And let's just pay attention to this is like the second month in a row we done lost a man to suicide. The other month it was the Green Ranger. I forget his exact name, but it's the Green Ranger. He died of suicide. Not even a month later, another man has taken himself by suicide. And men lead the suicide rate. And it's just really a real pressing issue. And they're just, I hate to keep bringing up the episode, but we tapped into that on the episode, about how us as men, we a lot of us lack the emotional intelligence and that avenue to express our emotions and stuff like that. I seen a man post the other day talking about how men have to suffer in silence. And it would be great for us to do away with that narrative, to where we don't feel like that, and maybe we would see those men suicide numbers drop.
And also, I would love to see men acknowledge the fact that you guys need to stay on yourselves.
Right.
Because it's a lot of dialogue about, look at us men, and it's not going towards the people who need to hear it, like other men. Mm-hmm. Other men need to hold other men and say, listen, you can confide in me, you can cry. You get what I'm saying? This is what we need, a better picture of what really makes you a man, because I feel like everybody is to find their identity, not just with men, but we're talking about identity. Yeah. And this is why it's so important for even this episode. And honestly, we didn't even think this episode was going to be a serious episode, honestly, because we was just going to touch bases on aesthetics, what makes you yourself, but what's going on in the media right now with this suicide is an echoing of what has already been going on.
Mm-hmm.
And what we see, what we all see, men are suffering at the hands of other men.
Mm-hmm.
Can you like go into detail about that?
And also, yeah, it does tie a lot into being yourself, because being able to express your emotions, and that's a big part of being yourself. And like we was talking the other day about like that's where a lot of your happiness lies in being able to be yourself. You know what I'm saying, and living the life that you want to live. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's another reason why like a lot of men are sad and frustrated, because they're not being themselves. You gotta fit this mold of this patriarchal system of what a man's supposed to be, and a lot of men, that's not who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of little boys supposed to play football and basketball. Some of these little boys might want to be artists or dancers or actors or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why being yourself is so important. It's important to your emotional and mental health as well.
It is, y'all. And in this episode, we're going to lies that we have been taught, and we have not discussed how these are lies. Even amongst ourselves, we know these things are going on, but we're not talking about it in a healthy fashion. We're not. Like, I feel like right now, what I'm kind of tired of is this competitive atmosphere.
Right.
It's like, not only are we tired of it, everybody tired of things having to be a competition.
Right.
Like, it's like, I left a whole job because I noticed somebody was trying to compete against this low-paying ass fucking job. In the job, I'm not even gonna say what it was, but it's just like, you can have these $10. If you want it that bad, you can have here.
Right.
Here, take it. Like, I'm falling for how we romanticize capitalism, how we make capitalism look so sexy. I love working 40 hours a day and being away from my family. I love chasing that bag and not getting and being frustrated with life and hating my job. I just love it.
Right.
If you're going to ride that treadmill, y'all, the least we can do is ride the treadmill that we like.
Right.
But until we get there, we're going to have to maybe take these odd jobs where we don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stop making life harder for each other and just accept people for who they are.
Right. And that's a lot of the reason why a lot of people are scared to be themselves, because of the pushback they get from society.
Speak on it.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people put themselves in these boxes, you know what I'm saying, to fit in. You know what I'm saying? And it causes a lot of internal conflict. You know what I'm saying? I remember Nipsey Hussle, I always quote Nipsey Hussle on this. He say, would you rather be at war with the world and at peace with yourself? Or, hold on, let me get it right.
Nipsey, come on, let's summon Nipsey.
We get it right.
That's my boy.
Would you rather be at peace with the world and at war with yourself? Or would you rather be at peace with yourself and at war with the world? You know what I'm saying? And that goes a lot into being yourself. A lot of people are not going to like you for being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are so lost in the sauce of like trying to fit these societal standards and stuff like that. And you know, a lot of standards aren't made for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? What about the marginalized people that don't fit into these standards, that don't fit into these boxes?
You know what I'm saying?
Pause. Like, can we repeat that shit like Umar, how he repeat this stuff? Can we repeat it again? I'm gonna need to rewind that. Y'all, real shit. We be forget about the marginalized community like a motherfucker.
Producer man, okay.
I'm sorry,
but you know, when you get a little piece of that TRO sauce, that truth, realness, when you get an option to be truthful, then you can't help but to cuss at this world. Like, you got a cuss word gonna come out.
Right.
A cuss word gonna come out when you talking about being black in America.
Right.
Being black, girl, it's gonna be a cuss word.
Right.
Because to be black is to be in constant anger. Who said that?
James
Baldwin.
Yeah.
James Baldwin.
Yeah.
Rest in paradise.
Mm-hmm.
To be black and aware, I hope I'm saying it correctly, that quote correctly,
Mm-hmm.
is to be in constant anger.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to say this,
Mm-hmm.
Because at first I was like, do I want to talk about this? Because I'm like, again, that pushback when you want to be yourself, you get pushback.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to say it, because this is truth, realness, and options. We went to the event the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that event, it was primarily people that looked like me.
Mm-hmm.
And the owners did not look like me.
Mm-hmm.
But, the event was over there. And so it was just really, when I walked in, I seen everybody, they looked like me, and then I seen her, and I was like, oh, this is y'all. I was like, whatever. Okay, cool, no big deal. It's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I was comfortable. I did feel comfortable. You guys, we had been there for an hour. I had been there for an hour. And somebody that did not look like me walked into there with a backpack, and I instantly got scared. Because I said, he resembles me that would unalive me and everybody in here. And I was like, I was already about to leave anyways. When that person came in the door,
Mm-hmm.
from what I've seen in the media, what media fed me, I was like, that person resembles somebody that liked me.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to get out of here. And I know that I'm not the only one that feels that way. When they came into the event with a backpack on.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I'm so sorry.
no, it's okay, because I knew that was going to happen because we talked about it, right? I ain't going to say her name. I was like, it always happened like that.
She called during the last episode.
Good. Hey, I'll stop talking about that now. Y'all going too far now.
Y'all get off this damn book of faces with all that
all that truth telling. All that truth telling. But yeah, like I shared that because it's just like, I can't be the only one that felt like that. And I mean, I know like it's just my perception of the world of what I choose to eat. What society leaves there, and I choose to pick it up and eat it, and I ate that image. But at the same time, it's a reoccurring image.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I did not expect to go that deep just now.
Right.
But death makes you, we need to have this discussion.
Right.
Yeah. I love my co-host. And, also, like, big shout out to our producer and editor.
Yeah.
Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, be sure y'all donate and help out in any way you can. Like we say, even $1 will help. This man then bought all this equipment on his own whim. Trying to do stuff for our community, for us. Being a voice for the voiceless. Highlighting things that you don't see on the news.
Before the news, or if the news even choose to even highlight it.
Right. Being a voice for our community, giving a platform to local talent, local business. This is something great here.
It's something great. Yeah. It's and to piggyback off what you said, it's something great. Giving the community a platform, and one of those community platform podcasts that sees the bigger picture and sees what's actually important. Like, I noticed, like, back to the competitive atmosphere of like our society and how that competitiveness is never towards what the competitive needs to be towards. corruption, especially in the political arena. It never goes towards oppression or oppressors. It always goes towards or who wore the dress better, or who had the biggest event, or who had the best car. And I feel like, it's a very important things that's happening with that side of the world, that we remember how important community is. Competition does nothing for us.
Right. And when you're on that hamster wheel of competing, you're just stuck in the race.
You stuck in a rat race, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people from, outside looking in, it look like they got these voids that's never filled. Okay, I got the new shoes. Okay, now I got the new car. Now I got this, and you got to keep doing. You got to keep feeding into that machine. And it seems like it's never no true fulfillment.
Yeah, and here's another thing about being yourself too, y'all. We can't not talk about, it's so many different layers, obviously. How we looking on time? We doing it on time?
Okay, good.
It's so many different layers to being yourself, and in those type of ways are we, experts on how you should live your life, or we know everything. But what we do know is the happiness within inside of being your genuine self, because we experience it.
Right, and what it does for your spirit to be yourself. I feel like from a spiritual stance, it strengthens your spirit, and like it puts you on line with your purpose.
Ooh.
And your destiny.
I love that.
To just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And being yourself to me looks like, chasing your dreams, chasing what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Not what society deems as right, or, society standard. Your own personal standards for your own happiness and your vision for what you want your life to be.
Yeah.
And being true to yourself and moving to your own your own drum.
Heck yeah.
You speaking that realness, like you speaking that truth, realness, and options, man. I love this podcast. I love being able to, just be myself and say what's been on my heart. Find that community of people who understand or get it, because obviously we know everybody's not going to understand, everybody's not going to get it. What do you mean be ourselves? What do you mean do what we want to do? Hell no, I got to do what society want me to do. It's kids out here that desperately want to be themselves, but they know that they're going to get bullied for it, because there is no safe space to be yourself, y'all.
Right.
We just got to be honest with no safe space to be yourself. And when you try to be yourself, people try to clown you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, for what? For why? Why? Like, I can't be myself. Like, what's you? Well, the big issue is that I was fed lies, and I believed those lies. Society said that you can't do this, and society said that you can't do that. And plus I seen my family do it, and my family's family do it. So, I don't have my own, and I'm going to follow behind what everybody else is doing.
Right.
But why though? But you like playing the clarinet. Yeah, but
And I think it's one of those things that take courage.
Ooh.
It takes a lot of courage to be yourself, especially if it's different from what everybody else doing. Like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of people that's out here just, blending in. They want to be doing something completely different.
They want to be on that side. They want to be over there, really. But ain't enough people over there.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No offense, y'all. There's people out here like can't cry because somebody told them that they wasn't supposed to cry. Do that make sense? And y'all better be glad Pastor right there. Because I want to say something else, but I'm not going to. But do y'all understand, though? Like, y'all understand that it affects people on a psychological level, on a physiological level.
On a spiritual level.
On a spiritual level, when people are not able to be themselves.
Right.
They unalived and unaliving themselves because they cannot be themselves, whether it's from society or within or both. Because they're buying into capitalism, they're buying into this anti-narrative, they're buying into all these lies that we're told, especially as a child. Oh, oh, I thought you was gonna say something. Sorry.
Just amen to you.
You amen to me?
Amen, sister.
You tell him.
That's right. Human rights.
That's right.
Human rights. I matter. I matter. My feelings matter. No, but for real though, if people not gonna believe me when I say this, but if that person wants to wear a dress, let them wear a dress. If they want to wear that wig, let them wear that wig. If they want to go outside with no lotion on, why does that concern you?
Right. Right.
If they want to wear 2 different pairs of socks, like, what's the big deal? Is that hurting you? Our focus be on the wrong thing. It don't be on the corporations that's stealing money from us. It don't be polluted water, our polluted air. It don't be on that. It don't be on that. It be on
simple shit like, oh, this person doesn't do what I do, so I can't like them. Oh, they do something different I don't agree with.
Or they feel like they're the twinkle in God's eye. Oh, I've been doing this for 2 years and they've been doing this for 7 years, but their quality isn't as good as mine, or they don't make as much money as me, or... And who is you? Doing all this yappity yippity yapping, but ain't helping not nobody.
And contributing to society in no kind of way.
And contributing to society in no type of positive freaking way. And I'm going to speak on this for my personal life is that, 30 years old, I have no kids, but people feel like I'm less than. Do you know how many children in my community that I love on, that I try to be there for? Why would I have kids when there's a lot of kids that's already out here in my community that's begging for somebody to say they are awesome? That's begging for somebody to say that they are somebody. That's begging for a snack because some of them not eating. Am I going too far?
Realness options.
Okay. That's begging for some attention. That's begging for somebody to call the police. That's begging for somebody to call the doctor. That's begging for somebody to see. I'm a soccer player. I'm not a football. I'm tired of this football. I want to play soccer. That's begging for somebody to say, look, I know how to play an instrument. That's begging for somebody to say, hey, I have a talent, but I don't have the money. Stop worrying about the quantity. Worry about the quality. Who cares if it's a glare? What's coming out my mouth? Community. Community is so important, y'all. We have forgotten the importance of community.
And the powers that be, orchestrate all this division. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go deeper into which goes deeper into being ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We also not only need to be ourselves, we need to accept the next for who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way a lot of these systems and corruption and shit don't come down. You know what I'm saying? Because long as we at the bottom bickering with each other back and forth, like you saying earlier, we ain't gonna see the stuff that we need to be paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? We too busy wondering why this man wearing green shoes in a blue neighborhood. Like, when the whole time they dumping motherfucking toxic pollutions in the water.
Hell yeah, they like,
come on.
Y'all keep it up.
Keep it up. Keep being stupid. Let me stop. Sorry. But that's how we look, y'all.
Yeah.
That's just how we look. Look at the government calling. Y'all stop
that shit. You got you surrounded. Come out your hands up.
Y'all ain't gonna have me scared looking out the window like, fuck y'all. Said what I said.
With my chest.
We sorry, y'all. So I'm just playing.
I really.
Playing, not playing. Y'all, we love our supporters. Real talk.
Yeah,
we do.
Appreciate y'all.
Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep them crying.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth, real and option. So, you know, first and foremost, y'all mark y'all calendars. We ain't not gonna tell you to do it now. 29th season finale. We're going to have local artists. We went to local artists. I mean, y'all, it's out there that's making a difference in the arts and music. You need to come check it out. You need to be the first to see it. You know what I'm saying? Support local artists, period. You know, community-based podcasts, grassroots, everything's coming out of pocket. Support the youngest. Support your community. Support something grassroots, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, stick together. Shreve 318 on Cash App, and everything. So
yeah, donate even if it's just $1, like we said earlier.
Even if it's just $1. So QT, y'all, you know what? We can't forget about QT. QT, can't wait to meet you, man. Can't wait to meet you. Seriously, I hope we make you proud, man. For real, make you proud and everything. For real, man. Can't wait to see you, man. Can't wait to, touch bases with you. Hope you're doing all right. You and your family doing good. Seriously, man. I would love to, get for our first episode, whatever it'll be.
Right.
Right.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. Well, y'all, another successful episode of TRO about being your mother-loving self.
Yep. Brought you some truth, some realness, and some options.
Some options. So if you want to put on them heels or put on that wig or put on them gauges, you do you. You do what make you feel good. Okay? And the other people, they'll get over it.
All right.
Let them cry in the car.
Let them cry in the car. Let them cry in the car. Well,
that's pretty much it.
We gonna miss y'all.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next time.
We see y'all next time. Tomorrow we season finale, y'all. 29th. Real talk. Support us. Like, comment, share, everything. And also, I'm gonna be selling my paint. My this one isn't done, but I'm gonna be selling my art. Come support your local artists, y'all.
Yeah, support my trainer page. Facebook, Jacory Patterson Personal Trainer. Instagram, Jacory Personal Trainer.
Yeah, you be getting people in shape, y'all. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I can. I offer group training, personal training, boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing. I can get you right in multiple different ways.
Get it right, get it tight. Get it tight.
All right, y'all.
TRO, truth, realness, and options, y'all.